was just feeding treats to all the bunnies and I was checking up on all of them. And I come over here to Miss Sonia, and can you guys see there are 2 baby bunnies? I cannot believe this. So I just loaded up the entire litter box with a whole bunch of hay, and Sonia knows what she's doing right now. She is preparing to make a nest for them and is probably going to put all the hay right there. I cannot believe this, you guys. I cannot believe I'm witnessing this right now. I came in here this morning to give all the bunnies their pellets. Obviously there was no babies. Went to work, came home, and lo and behold, we've got babies. This is so insane, you guys. I saw the fur first and I was like, oh my God, that's a sign right there. Literally for the last like 2 days, Sonia has been flipping over that house to be like that. And I kept wondering why she wanted it that way. And now I have the perfect explanation as to why, because she was preparing for her babies. You guys can see she knows what she's doing right now. She's collecting all of the hay and will be moving it over there. Now she did give birth to one of the babies that's on the outside right there. I don't want to touch it right now. I want to see if she knows what to do in regards to like moving that baby. Again, this is my first time ever dealing with a birth with any of my animals. So I've been trying to look it up. So it just said to let mom just do her thing and she'll figure it out. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's very warm in this room. I have actual blankets and stuff like that and beds that I'm gonna put like around here. So it's a lot more cozy and warm. I'm not shocked by any means because I knew with them being with males, there was a possibility of them being pregnant. I just didn't think it was going to happen this soon. I thought I was gonna need at least like a week or 2 to tell if they were getting bigger. I'm gonna leave the babies be and Miss Sonia to do her thing. And I guess I'll check in with you guys later. Okay guys, it's now been about 15 minutes and she has given birth to 2 more babies. There's a total of 4. I have to tell you guys that one of them definitely did not make it. It is not moving. It's that one right on top of there. The other 3 are in there. I know it's pretty common with rabbits that, you know, not all the babies are going to make it. You know, we're definitely dealing with that case, which is very unfortunate, but it is nice to see that she does have 3 healthy moving ones underneath the blanket. I did give her a pig mat and she actually dragged it right in there to keep them warm. It seems like she's wanting to literally take the fleece bedding and put it over there. She will have to get more veggies and more hay and alfalfa pellets and all that kind of stuff. All right guys, so I just left Petco. I hate going there and buying anything, but I was in a pinch and I ended up picking up 2 bags of alfalfa hay because she is or was pregnant and is a mom and now has babies. She needs to be loaded up on calcium, so that should take care of that. I'm also gonna go to the grocery store and pick up more veggies. I knew that there was gonna be potential for rabbits, of course. Obviously, given their situation, it was honestly bound to happen. I just didn't think so soon. I really did not. I thought it was gonna be at least maybe like 2 weeks to like see that like the rabbit was pregnant and that it was coming. I didn't know that Sonia was gonna pop like today. Crazy. Ashley, who helped me with the rescue, put me in contact with one of her friends who deals with this kind of stuff. So she's gonna call me and just guide me through this whole process. So it's the next morning and everyone is doing well. I just went ahead and fed them their pellets a little bit ago, retopped up their water, their hay, everything. Here's our mama right here. She's doing so good. The babies are all cozy right in there. I am going to leave them be for the day and then end up checking them a little bit later after I get home from work. I am actually going to meet with a rescue who's actually giving me some supplies just in case I do have to, you know, manually feed all the babies in case Miss Mama's not doing it. It is a very tedious process to do. It's very difficult, also a little bit dangerous because they can aspirate. So you have to be very, you know, very careful. This could be her first litter that we know of. So, you know, this is an adjustment for her. So I'm sure that she's just as confused as I am and with what to do, but I will be sure to take care of these babies as much as I possibly can. I actually forgot to tell you guys, but when I was running out to get some supplies, I came back home, I was checking on all the buns, and then I was looking here in Vinny's pen, and there was a baby right here. So she actually gave birth while I was out, and the baby, I guess she gave birth right here, and it crawled all the way over to here. Thankfully, Vinny did not hurt it. It was completely fine. It was cleaned off, and it was obviously healthy looking. So I went ahead and moved it, you know, with its siblings. So it's back over there. So we do now have a total of 4 babies. We did have 5, but obviously 1 didn't make it. So I felt like if 1 didn't make it, we were blessed with another one. I'm gonna actually top up her hay with some more alfalfa because she does need lots of calcium for her and the babies and to make sure that she's producing super good, nutritious milk for her babies. just wanted to show you guys, this is what the rescue gave to me. This is goat's milk, KMR, kitten milk replacement. I didn't realize, but this actually only lasts for 3 days in the fridge. So that's not great. Probably have to find where else I can get this, probably from Amazon or something. So I'm definitely gonna pick up more of this, but yeah, this is what they're going to be eating. This is the syringe that the rescue gave to me. And they also had these nipple coverings right here, so it just kind of emulates the mom's nipples for them to suck on. So this is a much easier like route to go than compared to just like a normal syringe, because the actual base of it, like the end, is way too thick for their little mouths. I also ordered like droppers off Amazon because I thought that might be easier to dispense the milk, because these things don't really glide that smoothly when you're like squeezing this. Too much of it can come out at once. Here's the babies all huddled away nice and warm. They're so freaking cute, the ones right over here. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab the 2 that are looking a little hungry and work on them. It's very hard to feed them. It's not easy whatsoever, but I'm doing everything that I possibly can to make sure that these babies are fed, because Mama's not doing a really great job right now. So Grandpa has to step in here and help my babies out. So the best way to tell if they are being fed is if they have a very round stomach. And as you guys could probably see, it's so hard to handle them. Not very round. It just looks kind of skinny and scrawny. Also, a good way to tell is if like the skin is folding and creasing a lot. That means that the belly is empty. This one definitely needs to be fed. And also don't mind all this hair. It literally gets everywhere. So I'm just gonna put that back into their nest. They're like little raw chicken nuggets. They're so cute though. And they're also very active, which is good to see, obviously. What I'm first gonna do, quickly wrap the baby in some paper towel. I actually grab this wet, warm little cotton round and actually just wipe the private parts. So this is what the mom does when she is like wanting to tell the babies that it's, you know, time to feed, but also time to defecate. So they'll actually pee sometimes once you do this. And it's super important that they do pee. So that's why this step is vital. I'm just rubbing this little warm compress right along the private parts and just, yeah, it kind of turned a little bit yellow, which is good. All right, so now that I did that, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my syringe. Super important that when you are feeding the baby bunnies that they're upright in this position so they don't aspirate. They do naturally like feed on the mom and drink their milk upside down. In that case, it's obviously fine because it's just naturally happening. But in this case where I have to step in, you wanna make sure that the rabbit is in the upright position, again, so the food doesn't go into their lungs and then, you know, accidentally kill them. Look at that little face. I never thought that I would be having a small little baby bunny in my hands. So it's gonna be kind of hard to show you guys, but I'm gonna try my absolute hardest. And what I'm gonna do is just slowly put that syringe right in there. You kind of wanna do it right into like the sides of the mouth. I find that tends to be the easiest route to go. And then you can kind of just slowly put it in there. Now obviously it's gonna be, you know, a little bit messy with having some of the milk, you know, come out on your hands, but that's totally fine as long as they're just getting some in there. Through time and the, you know, the next couple days of them having to be fed by me, they should pick up on, you know, what it's doing to them and how delicious it is to them. So they will want to feed more willingly because they're kind of fighters. They really are. Like they're kind of wanting to fight me on not wanting to eat, but that's to be expected. They're so small and they're blind and they're deaf as well, so they don't really realize what's going on right now. With guinea pig babies, it's so much easier because literally from the moment that they come out of the womb, within the first couple seconds, they know what to do. They know how to eat and pee and poop and all that kind of stuff. These boogers are a little bit harder, so it's definitely a learning curve for me. It's so hard to show you guys. I'm so sorry. This is like awful footage, but you just want to put it on the side of the mouth and then squirt just like a little bit right into there. And then hopefully you have some success with getting in some food into them. Just look at that sweet, adorable face. Oh my goodness. You're so innocent. If you were out on the streets, you would have never ever made it, buddy. I have another update for you. This one is getting ready for birth. She is pulling out her fur. She's digging. She's trying to make a burrow back there. We have more babies on the way. I wish this wasn't happening right now, but I have to do what I need to do to prepare for these babies and give her a whole bunch of hay so she can make a little box for them. Oh my God. Miss Tinsley, you're pregnant, aren't you? I know you are. You're getting ready for your babies. This is just a whole baby pregnancy vlog. This is crazy. All right, well, let's just do what we gotta do. All right, so I just went ahead and got a litter box and put one of the pig beds inside of it. It fit literally perfect, as you guys can see. And she's already digging inside of it and making herself at home. Because rabbits do like to have a nice, secluded, and safe area to give birth, I just went ahead and draped over some U-Haul and attached it with some binder clips. So I'm thinking that that's exactly the place where she's gonna give birth. I did remove her castle, the wooden castle, out of there because I don't want her to be under the impression that it's okay to give birth inside of there. So for her to relax, she'll just stay right here and just lay down. You already do see some fur right there. So she is getting ready, which is just crazy to see. Oh my God, you guys, less than 10 minutes after talking with you, and we have babies. Sweetie, you have your babies. Oh my goodness, there's 3. Oh, there's 4. There's 4 babies. Oh my goodness gracious. Honey, you did so good. Look at your babies. Oh my God, you guys, this is insane. I did not think it was going to happen this fast, you guys. I literally thought it was gonna be like in the middle of the night and I was going to wake up to babies. The fact that it happened this soon is just crazy. I will also clean out that bed and just replace it with a new one because it is obviously filled with blood, but I do have plenty of pig beds, so this worked out perfectly. We got 2 moms and hopefully no more. I don't wanna see any more fur from any of y'all. You hear me? Oh my goodness. Babies, welcome to the world. I don't even know how many there are of you. I think there's 4. Is there 4? Yeah, I think there's 4. Here, I'll put this back over there for you. I'm sorry. Go do your thing, Missy. You're being such a good mother. I know, you're all blood-filled. Crazy looking. But yeah, we've got 4 healthy looking babies. I'm so happy. Look at her just looking at them. She's such a good mom. Alrighty guys, so we just finished reorganizing the room and it looks so much better. Ashley and Ava were such a huge help to get this done. Everyone is currently in their surgeries for their neuters and spays, so we will get them soon in the next couple hours, but they will be coming home to nice, fresh, clean cages, which I'm so happy about. Obviously, our 2 moms could not be going under surgery because they have their babies to feed. So yeah, now we finally have room to actually access all the cages. All the doors are at the front, so it'll be much easier to actually take care of the bunnies. We also have the windows open and letting in some nice fresh air. This room is just like, wow, I'm blown away right now. everyone is home and safe after their surgeries. It went so well. As you can see, Vinny is very active right now. He's actually acting like his normal self, which is really awesome. The girls are a bit timid and scared and not really moving around a lot, but that is to be expected after a big surgery day. Now, we did get confirmation if any of the remaining 3 girls were pregnant. Bethany, not pregnant, but she actually was lactating. So there was a possibility that right before we rescued her, she had actually given birth somewhere. We obviously didn't find the babies, but there could have potentially been babies as she did birth, and that would explain the lactating. And then Ramona over here, who's on top of the castle, she was not pregnant, which is really good. I'm honestly surprised by that because I did expect all the females to be pregnant. So again, confirmation that she was not pregnant. She was possibly maybe pregnant, but we don't know for sure. Now for Luann, who is currently in her house hiding away, she was pregnant. She was not very far along, but there were babies in there. We didn't find out how many there were, but she was pregnant. So because of this spay, it did cause these babies to be aborted. This is for the benefit of just the crisis that we're in general. So unfortunately, the babies did not make it. Again, we do have 8. We have 4 with Sonia and 4 with Tinsley over here. So we did welcome 8 beautiful babies into the world, but unfortunately we did have to say goodbye to a couple others. Luann, she'll make a full recovery and she's just fine, so do not worry about that. But I am just going to leave these bunnies be because I do not want to disturb them. They've had such a long day. I'm actually going to turn off these lights. I have some very relaxing music playing right now for them and just a nice cozy lamp on. So again, just gonna leave them be and I'll check up on them in a couple hours. I did get medication, which will start tonight as well as feed the babies right over there. Good morning, you guys. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at all the babies. Here they are right here. They're all doing very, very well. As you can see, they are mixed up. As I told you before, I ended up putting them all together because the little pink babies, the little raw chicken nuggets, they were not being fed by their mother, Sonia. She wasn't doing a great job. So this could have been her first litter. She really is just confused on what to do. But Tinsley was definitely doing a good job with feeding her babies. So I decided, you know what? Let me try it out. Let me try to have her be a foster mom to these little boogers. And it definitely worked out last night. She went on top of them and they were suckling down. So that was really great to see. They do still look a little bit skinny. So I probably am going to do another feeding with them just because, you know, they do need to look a little plumper. These ones are bigger. And a little bit more plump than the pink ones. This has got to be my favorite one. This is an all gray one. Absolutely adorable. I am so happy that everyone is still alive in here because it is very possible for, you know, baby rabbits to not make it quite often just because of how small they are, and if mom's not taking good care of them, there's just not really high chances for them to survive. But this is good to see that everyone's still kicking. Please ignore the sound of my washer going right now, if you guys can hear it. But I just went ahead and actually DIY'd a little, I guess, new nesting area for Tinsley and the babies. I felt like the one that they're currently in with all 8 babies is a little bit too small. So I just cut up like the 2 sides of this box that came in for my guinea pig pellets. And I kept those 2 sides just to keep them a little bit higher. So it's the back wall and the side wall, so she'll have some privacy from the other rabbits. Bath mat on the bottom for extra cushion, and then put this little like dog bed that used to be Milo's but is now gonna be for them. I just put it in there so it's nice and cushiony and soft and warm. So I think this will be much better. Tinsley can actually jump in here. All the babies will just be cuddled right here with their fur. So I think this is gonna be a lot better. Hopefully it fits. I haven't checked yet, but I think it should.